Finally, Chef Tony Ferrero shows us what makes Coco Pazzo Cafe so special. Then we visit with the real new kid on the block, Sam. We're here at the Coco Pazzo Cafe at 636 North 33rd. That's right. Jack White's. In a few minutes, we're going to bring Jack's new assistant. But first, let's talk about a really unique Italian-style punch. Why don't we start over here?
Okay. To start with, we have spaghetti aglio olio pepperoncino, which is our chef's interpretation of the classic dish, which he's taken olive oil, garlic, tomato, with a hot pepperoncino, which is a hot red pepper, and sauteed them together and tossed them with spaghetti.
It's got a little flavor, but it's it's a real classic Italian dish.
Very classic.
I mean, spaghetti.
With a little interpretation, very robusto, which is full of flavor and gusto.
Okay.
And it's a signature dish of the restaurant, which people take home, come in. It's addictive.
Yeah,
it's wonderful.
This is the dish and a half right here.
Isn't that beautiful?
Talk about this. It's great.
This is our special frittata of the day. We change it from time to time, but this is a classic which people fall in love with. And it is a basic omelet that's whipped to give the eggs a little bit of flavor and height, with smoked salmon and creme fraiche with dill and Tobacco caviar. It's not only beautiful, but it tastes even better than it looks.
It's also only $8.95.
Yeah, it's
okay.
Wonderful brunch item.
Now you've got a little bit of a sandwichy thing here, panini.
Yeah, this is a panino. You know, if you were traveling down the roadside in Italy and you stopped at one of the auto grills, you would come up and you would find one of these sandwiches that are pressed in the grill. This particular one,
lines in there.
Yeah, this particular one is made from fresh, not canned albacore tuna with tomato and olive oil. It's brushed and grilled and served with the chef's three-color chips, which are beet chips, and it also is served with a giardiniera, which is pickled vegetables in a radicchio cup. It's not only attractive, it's healthy, and it's made off focaccia bread, which is very light.
Now these, now that I've knocked it up, before we go to that dish, because I watched the chef make that before, let's talk about Tribune voted these the best fries.
Yeah.
Now, that's pretty cool to have the best fry in an Italian restaurant.
Yeah, they're really, they not only look beautiful.
I mean, they're crispy, they're flavorful, they're tasty, they're like a little meal in themselves.
Yeah. Chef Tony, we were sitting around one day talking about fries, and we decided, to come up with an interpretation called Tuscan fries. And what the chef did, he made his own shoestring fries, blanched them, and he serves them with caramelized onion and zucchini and some assorted herbs, rosemary and so forth, and they're beautiful, and people just love them, and they order them as an appetizer and with their entrees.
They're great. They're great. Just before we go watch Tony make that dish, talk about your take on the stereotypical Bloody Mary that we've had everywhere.
Well, I thought it would be nice to sit down and have some other types of cocktails to start brunch off. Everybody likes to have a little bit of something flavorful to start the day. And these are very traditional Italian cocktails. You're drinking Negroni, which was actually innovative and very popular during World War II with the servicemen in Italy, and it's gin, sweet vermouth, and Campari.
You want something a little sweeter?
Yeah, and I'm drinking something not quite as substantial as you are, because you're a lot bigger guy than I am, and I'm drinking Chin Chin, which is basically Campari and sweet vermouth, which has the same flavor but not the kick from the gin, and it's also really great.
Well, great. Let's go take a shot and see where we were in the kitchen with Chef Tony.
Yeah, we have what we call caciucco. Caciucco is a traditional Tuscan shellfish stew that you might compare to a bouillabaisse from France or a cioppino from San Francisco. And basically it's a great variety of shellfish that are sauteed with tomato, fish broth, and some garlic, and served with traditional bruschetta. A wonderful, healthy dish, can be consumed any time of day.
Let's go watch Tony make it in the kitchen right now.
Hi, Tony Perillo here from Coco Pazzo Cafe. Today we're going to make some caciuco, Tuscan fish stew, leghorn style from Livorno. We're going to start off with some butter, some extra virgin olive oil, in a very hot pan. We're going to saute first our seafood, bay scallops, calamari, baby octopus, ocean fish, so I'm using salmon, and some shrimp. Bring those over here. We're going to sear these off to get a little color, a little caramelization to make the stew a little bit sweeter. Of course, we're going to add some salt and pepper. We're going to use a little salt from the sea, since this is a sea fish. All right. We're going to add a little bit of butter to help with the caramelization process. Now we're going to add some capers and black olives. Capers, a pickled Mediterranean bud before it flowers, and some ocean fish. Here we're going to use some salmon. After we get some nice color, we're going to add some chopped pepperoncini fresh. These are Fresno peppers from California. Wait till we get some nice coloring going. The whole ingredient behind this is love. There we go. There we go. It's going to get some nice browning. It'll add a nice nutty flavor. And we're going to add some diced pear tomatoes. You want to add those more in the beginning. There you go. Get a nice color, gives nice sweetness to the stew. Let this cook. Let's add some mussels now. These are Prince Edward Island mussels. I think are one of the top quality mussels. Alright. Now that these are all brown, you can notice a nice caramelization in the pan. Nice sweetness. We're going to add a little shrimp broth we use from the shells from the shrimp, and some fish parts. And some ground pear tomatoes. This is going to help give it a little bit of body. Now as this is stewing away, we'll turn it up a little bit hotter. I'm going to give it a little bit of covering just to bring it to a higher boil. I'm going to get my fresh herbs. I have a chiffonata fresh basil, chopped Italian parsley, and hopefully this will be boiling soon. And if you want a little bit more body, you can add a little bit more ground pear tomatoes. On colder days, I add more tomato to give it more of a thicker stew. On cooler, hotter days, I go less, lighter. All right, let's go. I think we're boiling here. A little Tuscan fish stew. We're going to add some butter now to add for sweetness. Just a little bit. We're going to add the chiffonata basil and some fresh Italian parsley just to finish it up. You add the fresh herbs right at the end so you don't want to kill the flavor. Alright, let me get a bowl we're going to serve it in. Okay, let's give it a taste, see if we're ready to go. Beautiful. Okay, there we go. We're going to serve this to Jack and David over there. I didn't make it too spicy. I didn't want to hurt them. Okay, a little salmon in the center. Baby octopus. Whew. Wish I had a hat. I really wish I had a hat. There we go. We're gonna garnish this up with a little garlic crostini. That's a traditional style. Give it a little garnish here. Some mussels, a little artistic. have some garlic crostini here. This is just to sop up the broth. There we go. It's always good to use the right equipment for the right job. There we go. We have Tuscan fish stew, Cachuco Livorno style. Thank you very much. Dine Chicago.
Well, you know, it's dessert time now. And we brought in your helper. Now, who's this?
This is little Sam.
This is Jack Sam, and he's got his official Dining Chicago t-shirt on.
Yeah.
It's what you call dining wear. We've got a little bib here for him. And this is our dessert. We're going to start eating. But, Jack, if they want to come to the Coco Pazzo Cafe, when are you open, and what's your phone number?
Well, we're open 7 days a week. We're open from 11 o'clock till 10:30, and it's 664-0871. And I think little Sam here is a bit tired at the moment, but we'll see if he wakes up. Right here we have one of our favorite desserts. It's a caramelized banana tart that the chef has prepared and covered with a little bit of fresh chocolate.
Sam, do you have anything you want to say? Sam says, get the hell out of here. Bye, everybody. I'll see you later.